slow us down a bit. And hopefully, come on, we need to be able to deploy our parachute. Nope. Hello everyone, Ferb here, and welcome to Kerbal Space Program. Now, if you haven't heard about Kerbal Space Program, like you probably should have, it's a huge simulation game where you launch rockets, you have your own space program. I've personally wanted to record this game for a long time, but whenever I tried to record it, screw up or something would happen. But I think I might get it this time because I've switched around some stuff. This is the first time trying to record it on my new computer, so hopefully this works well. If my voice sounds a little bit strange, I have a bit of a, I have something, so that'd be why. But we are going to play this. Hopefully it works. I'm recording it in windowed mode, so I'm not sure exactly how well it'll work. I've played a lot of the game, honestly. I've played a lot, so I'm gonna know a bit of the stuff, but I don't know everything. I've gotten to certain places, but it's hard, especially on the mode we're gonna be playing, which we are going to set up on career mode, normal difficulty. So career mode, you have to manage aspects such as funds, reputation, science, and contracts. So for example, sandbox is just your regular creative mode, sort of. You still have to have, like, the right amount of fuel in your rocket. You can turn on cheats and stuff so that you have infinite fuel and that makes it kind of fun on sandbox mode, but we might mess with that at some point. But then we've got science and career mode. Career mode is the one we're going to be doing because science is like career mode, but with only the science turned on. Okay, anyway, let's go. Okay guys, so as you can see, we are at our space station. Everything is kinda crappy looking, especially our launch pad. That looks like crap because we have to actually upgrade all this stuff at some point, which I'm just doing. For those of you who are following along at home, just right-clicking. You can right-click on stuff, get information about it. We'll explain more about that later though. Up at the top of the screen, you can see you have your funds right there. Your reputation is here, and it just gives you a bit of an indicator of, is your reputation low, is it high, and this is your science, and you want to get a lot of science, because you're going to need to go here, and you're going to want to unlock new stuff to work with. Right now we have these parts. These are the only parts we have in the game. We need to get Basic Rocketry and Engineering 101 to pretty much do anything to start off. So, to get things started, we're going to head to our facility over here, and we're going to build a rocket. What is up with my mouse? Is it not? What the heck? Oh, there we go. Okay. Guess you need to add a... So, first thing you need to add is you need to go up to pods. You need to select your Mark 1 command pod, or any other command pod really, but this is the one that you use to start off. You don't have any fuel tanks because you don't have any liquid engines to start off with. All you have is a solid booster, which uses solid fuel. Throw that in. Let's grab some wings, or fins. Throw a couple on there. And throw a parachute on top. And that's as basic as it gets. I could throw a mystery goo containment unit on here. Throw one of those on. I'll show you what that does. That's for collecting science. And we'll just call this the Test Rocket 001. There we go. That's usually how I name my rockets. I just go with test rocket or lander or moon lander and then a number. But anyway, so we are flying with, okay, this is bad. I definitely need to move this up. I can't see some of the stuff. I will be right back. Okay, there we go. So what I was going to say was that it's important, at least for me, that we have Jebediah in here as our first pilot. Jebediah or the girl, Kerbal? What am I saying? Yeah, Kerbal. For the reason that they are pilots, and pilots are pretty good to level up, because you do need to level up your Kerbals. In terms of, for example, only pilots can use SAS. But if you notice, if you're used to playing Kerbal Space Program on, for example, science mode, you would notice that you have a whole bunch of stuff here to select auto points for your rocket to go to. You need to level up your pilots in order for that to happen. So that is what we are doing. Doesn't even matter if we have throttle or not. I do want to change my staging. We're going to want our rocket to go first, and then our parachute to go second. So we are going to turn on the SAS, because that'll keep us pointed straight up. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so that should keep us pretty steady here. As you can see, it's keeping us straight on where we're going, which is good. So there we go. That rocket, short burst of rocket stuff. We're going to do a crew report, get some science from this, and we're also going to observe the mystery goo, get some science from that. And now we're going to land back on the ground in a second. So I'm going to turn off the SAS because it's not really important anymore. We're going to wait till we start going down. So we actually got up pretty decently high, but that was because we have a very small ship, so it's less heavy. This thing's going to start going down pretty fast. We're probably going to want to activate our parachute pretty quickly. Although I like setting my altitude for the parachute to be a little bit lower, just because it will deploy really quickly. You can just speed up time a little bit. Let your rocket get close to the ground. Slow it back down because it could screw up the physics. Slow down. Boom. There we go. Okay. We landed. We ended up landing on the side of this hill. Which, you know, we wouldn't want to do if we had a bigger ship. Because it might hit the hill and go, yeah, and just die. So that was a pretty good flight, though. So we're just going to go up here, recover vessel. Okay. We should have enough science now to go and do some stuff. Yeah, we have 21 science. So we gained some science from a vessel that survived the flight, the mystery goo, and the crew report. So that's all stuff you want to do when you're flying. In terms of parts, we got a lot of our money back that we spent building the ship. So we got quite a bit of it back. And we also got our Jebediah back. And we got some XP for him, so he should level up at some point. Also, as you can see, our reputation went up slightly, which is good. Okay, so we're going to go here. We want to get Basic Rocketry and Engineering 101. I don't know, we need 20, 18, and 15 for these. So we are going to go build a new rocket. Keep in mind, here's something you should know. The weight can't be any more than 18 tons on your launch pad, and you can only put up to 30 parts on your vehicle assembly building until you upgrade it. So this upgrade and this upgrade are ones that we're going to want to get pretty quickly. We can get this upgrade pretty quickly. This one's going to take a while. So we might want to upgrade this right now. Yeah. So there we go. We got a better launch pad. That's something you want to do pretty quickly. Let's head to our mission control. And let's get some contracts going so we can get some more money. Orbit Kerbin, I can do that later. That's fine. Test, no, while orbiting, while in flight over Kerbin. I don't like those ones because you have to be going at certain speeds and stuff. Might be able to do that one. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, let's build a new rocket. We still don't have any new command pods, so we gotta use this one. We do have some fuel tanks now though, so that is good. Okay, what did it say we needed to use? So we can check down here, there. So the parachute and the flea solid fuel booster. So let's just do that quickly then. I'm just gonna launch this thing again though. Might as well. Do a crew report before we take off. You know, it got us a bit of science. And restage. Okay. So we should, where's our, so if we do this, we should have that work. There we go. Yeah, that one's going to be hard to take care of. Okay, anyway. Or maybe not, wait. There we go, that went green, which means I can deploy it. There we go, we just completed 2 of our contracts. That actually worked out a lot better than I thought it would. And soft as a feather. There we go, okay. So that worked out pretty well. Can I tip this thing over? No, I can't. Okay, never mind about that. Recover vessel. Now let's build a new ship. That we've completed, now that we've completed some stuff. I believe we can actually get something here too. Do we want to get stability? See, I want to get this, but at the same time, we need some of this stuff too. Might as well get that for now, because we can use that right away. So let's throw some stuff on there. We will also throw a stack decoupler on there. What that'll do is it will allow us to break off this bottom part of the ship and allow us to keep flying by getting rid of that extra weight. We are going to throw a parachute on top. And we are going to grab the Science Junior, because it is a pretty sweet device that can allow us to do some stuff. We don't need any of those. We'll grab another 2 mystery goos. There we go. Perfect. Okay. What else do we need? We need some boosters. So we'll use these boosters, which means, well, it doesn't mean, but it's good to use these decouplers here. Throw those, pattern of 4. There we go. Right there. Or maybe up a little bit, actually. Right there. And throw our boosters on top of those. And what this will allow us to do is it will allow us to kick off those boosters once we're done with them. Throw some nose cones on there to keep it nice and aerodynamic. That looks pretty good. So we're going to want to stage this before we take it to the launch pad so that we can save it properly. So first we want to launch these engines. Next we want to kick them off and turn on that all in one. Then we want to do that and then the parachute. That should be good. And if you were to try to launch something that you couldn't fit on your launch pad, obviously ours is a lot better now. I should actually go check what amount we can throw on this thing. I'll check that after and show you what the weight limit is now. But it's a lot better now. Anyway, turn on SAS, which allows us again to fly in a straight line, which is pretty important. Science Junior, pretty self-explanatory. It collects science, but I'll show you that more in depth in a second. So we're going to want to hit Z to bring our throttle all the way up. X will take it all the way down. You can also use Control and Shift, just so you guys know. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is launch, and it should kick off these boosters here. There we go. Perfect. Now remember, we have these decouplers here. Oh, rocket's shaking a bit, but we're looking okay. So we got these decouplers here, which should, if everything is connected properly, kick off these boosters once I hit spacebar to switch to the next stage. So right about now. Perfect. We got the explosion I was looking for, which is nice. It's always cool to get a cool explosion. Notice we have a certain amount of liquid fuel, but we can actually stop it now and change how much fuel we're putting out, that sort of stuff, which is pretty cool. So notice that we are up to a reasonable distance in the air. I'm going to use the arrow keys and move my rocket, as you can see by the nav ball down here, to around a 90-degree or 45-degree angle, somewhere around there. Kick it back off. If I hit M to go to our map, you can see our angle here changing, giving us more of a orbit style launch. But we obviously don't have enough fuel to do much, so let's see where we're going now. Okay, so we're heading over there into that pond lake place over there. So now that we are sort of in zero gravity up here, or microgravity, we can do some stuff before we hit back at the ground. So what we're going to do is we are going to first check the science junior, see how much science it gives us. 25, that is good. Keep that. What about the mystery goo? Mystery goo 10, okay, keep that. I'm going to save the other one for when we get to our very top of our orbit. So speed that up a bit. There we go. Okay. It's a really, like, visually appealing game, too. Like, I mean, anything with space looks really cool, though. Yeah. Pretty much, there we go. Okay, we got 15 science here. That's pretty good. Okay. So we are high above the ground in zero atmosphere, so we know that we can get some contracts now, because some of them were saying get out of the atmosphere and stuff. We can do that. Definitely we can do that. We're going to head back to the ground. Slower on down. Okay. Now we're going to decouple here. That part of the rocket's going to fall to the ground. So now we have to slow down. This is going to take... It's going to take a bit of strength. Okay, that's a problem. So our science junior was destroyed. Okay, so are we. That's not good. Because there's one thing that needs to be added here, but we don't have it yet. It's something I kind of forgot about when I was purchasing stuff, which I should have probably got. But we need a heat shield in order to be coming in that fast. So that's a bit of a problem, but it's something that we can fix. We just need a bit more science. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to switch back to our test rocket. Perfect. I'm going to throw a more powerful engine on you. There we go. We don't need that. We'll save that one, and we'll launch it. What we're going to do is we're just going to fly around to random spots and try and collect a bit of science. Because anything that you do will get you science. You can do, well, not anything, but a lot of stuff that you do will get you science. I could literally get off of this ship right now and collect science. Like, it's not super hard to collect, but it can be, so. What we're going to do is we're going to fly just over into the water and collect information about the sea. So let's launch. Let's turn our rocket towards the sea. So we should land in the sea, yeah. There we go. Rocket died, so we should. Alright, we're gonna head right over there. Hopefully we don't hit that island over there. Okay, either way, we're heading up. Let's do a crew report, might as well. There we go. Have to be careful. Hopefully we don't get destroyed. The fire will turn white. Should slow us down a bit. And hopefully, come on, we need to be able to deploy our parachute. Nope. Okay. SAS on. Stage is set. Now, if you notice when we were landing, my parachute was red on here. Now, that means it can't be deployed. You want it to be white or... I don't know if it... Is it white or green? Might be green. I don't know. Something like that. But you want to make sure it is deployable. Which you can also check by right-clicking on the rocket. It'll say safe to deploy, safe, unsafe, and then there's like unsure or possibility. I don't know what it says. Something like that. And those are the ones you need to watch out for. Anyway, we are going to launch. We're going to head towards the sea. Hopefully make it there before we die. Run out of fuel. There we go. Okay. That's a bit better. So we shouldn't go as high. Yeah, we're going down pretty quick. Good. Good, good. We'll activate, slow us down. And we're heading to the water. Now for landing, this ship is honestly pretty heavy. Because as you can see, we're going down at 6.5, 6.2 miles per hour. Or meters per second, sorry. That's bad if you're going 6.2 miles per hour. That's not good. If you're going like this, it's fine. Because our rocket here should be able to handle that. Our wings, as you could see, did not. They broke off, but they weren't really needed. So that's fine. Just so you know, though, it can be something you need to keep in mind. Is that normally I would have that pop off, and we would just land like this. I don't know. That's usually what I do. Anyway, we're going to click EVA down here. And we should be able to get out. Right now we can only do this on Kerbin. Because we don't have an upgraded mission control or something. Or maybe it's a Space Center Astronaut Complex? Maybe? I think so. Anyway. So we're going to do an EVA report from Kerbin's water. And we will store experiments. There we go. I'm going to grab, board, recover vessel. And sweet. Okay, so we have 10.3. So we can get a lot of science from that. Which, you know, whatever. But we can get some science probably from doing low levels here. If we do this, this should work pretty well. This is something I did once, and it kind of works, so. Okay, I want command pod, decoupler, like that, and I just want the smallest engine right on there. And then, actually that's not all I want. I want the Science Junior. This should just get us a quick launch, but not really launching sequence. And you know what, we'll throw the parachute on. And the way this will work is it'll kick that and that. Actually, I'll kick them all off at the same time. So to kick all those off at the same time, and we should be safe and good. Yeah. Throw that right in the middle so hopefully it doesn't roll. Okay, let's launch this. Let's test rocket 2. Save. Launch. This should allow us to use the Science Junior right on the ground and get some pretty good science right away. Sweet. There we go. And we're perfectly safe. That'll land way over there. Right? There we go. Hit the ground. There we go. Okay. So we're safe. Observed materials bay. 7.5. That's fairly decent. I mean, we're literally right on the ground, so what do you expect? Let's recover that. Okay, we're at 17.8. Was it the 15 one or the 21? Nope, it was this one that I need. Because this one has the heat shield. Sweet. Okay. Now that we have the heat shield, we can start doing stuff that's fun. Our heat shield. Throw that on. We should now be able to survive that flight that we couldn't before. But just to be safe, we'll throw a radiator panel on the back. Get rid of any heat that builds up. Hopefully that doesn't screw me up though. And we'll get one parachute on the front because I don't need to get out of this ship. I should be good. Yeah. Yeah, it looks good. Okay. So that's that. Save. We should still be set up for launch. Yes, we are. Okay. So this parachute goes on the side, just so you know. Obviously. I mean, yeah. Actually, maybe I don't want it there. I want it... No, not 4 of them. 2 of them right there. There we go. Okay. That's what we'll do. Save. Launch. Oh. No. Okay, so we have over 30 parts. How many parts do we have? 32. Okay. What if I get rid of you and one of you? That should be good, right? Yes. Okay. Let's launch you then. So we do want to definitely upgrade our center for building rockets, because obviously 30 parts is not a lot. It gets us this rocket, which isn't bad by any stretch. It's fairly decent. It can get us up pretty high, but still, we are actually going to want to turn on some contracts. Let's head back to the Space Center before we launch. And then we'll probably end the episode for now. Okay, escape the atmosphere. Easy. We can do that. We've done it already. Okay, so... escape the atmosphere. Okay. Turn it on. Jebediah, you ready? Okay, let's do this. And launch. So as you can see, our SAS is doing a good job keeping us right on that center dot. We're trying to, close as it can. So usually once I hit around 30,000 meters, we are going to want to switch to our 45-degree angle. Like that. And launch. And this should start getting us a bit of an orbit. We don't really have enough fuel to do much right now. But we do have enough to get into a, not an orbit, but into a bit of a slight orbit. Sort of, yeah. So that's how much we have. So we were able to get a good arc going. and we're going to come splashing down into the ocean again. So we need to make sure we've got our heat shield, which we do. It's in here. Also, we completed our stuff, so we're good. Yeah. We have a lot of money now. So, yeah. Because we completed that contract, we got a lot of money. So we're up to... Oh, we're still going up? Is it going to go up again? Because it just went up again. Okay, anyway. So we need to get to that 225,000 mark. Then we will be able to get our upgraded vehicle assembly building, which is what we need. Okay. So we're going to observe the materials bay. We should get 25 signs for that. There we go. Observe the mystery goo. 10 science. 15. 10 science. Okay. And that's all I have with me right now for science. Actually, I need a crew report too. 5 science. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to have to be careful about coming back to Kerbin. So we're still really high up. That is something that I am aware of. So this is where we have to be careful. Very careful. So, first off, I am going to do a Alt F5. We're going to do quick save and save it. So that way we can come back to here if we screw up. If we screw up really bad, we can abort the mission, head back to this point, and we're all good. So I'm actually... No, gotta take that off. No, you need the... You need the heat shield facing the ground. Yeah, that was gonna happen. Okay. Alt F9. Quick save. Close. Quick save. Select. So we should be back here. I want SAS on. I forgot to mention that. SAS on. Take that off. Make sure SAS is on. Hold me in this position, SAS. That way our heat shield is directly being contacted. And it's going to deflect the flames of death away from my ship. Okay. Kind of, what blew up? Our mystery goo containment unit. Well, okay. That kind of sucks. But looks like we slowed down. So we're going to get that 25 signs from the Science Junior. That we are getting. I do not care. Okay, we need to slow down quick. Come on, slow down. Slow down. Red parachutes are bad. We need white parachutes. Yellow, white. Parachutes out. Slow me down. Also, as you can see with all the parachutes we have, this thing is pretty light. Because we're going down at almost 4 meters a second. Which is pretty good. That's what you want to land at. Although anything under 7 is usually fairly decent. Except for wings. If you have wings, they'll usually break. Although you usually break off your wings, as you saw I did. So we are almost at the ground. Go. Okay. Sweet. Now we can just recover vessel. Sweet. Okay, 53.8 science. Nice. Okay. No XP gain. Come on, you just flew up in like space. No XP gain. That's not good. Okay. So we're going to want to start off. Going to get general rocketry. These are all 45 though. What can they do? Some of these are stuff that we will definitely need, but general rocketry, we need that, so we'll get that first. There we go. So now we can continue. What are we going to want to get first once we get 45 signs? Because these all cost 45. Basic science can get me some stuff because I can measure temperatures, which is pretty good. Flight control, it's not great. Yeah, that's not that good. Aviation is good because you get to fly planes. You can get science that way. Plus, it's just a lot of fun. General construction. It's good because you get the strut connectors, which are pretty good. And you get some of these, bigger stuff, which are pretty cool. You get the structural fuselage, so it's like a strong fuselage that carries no fuel, so you can use it as just like building material for your stuff instead of using like fuel stuff to keep. I don't know how to explain it. Basically, if you want to just build out something cool, or you need to connect some stuff, but you don't want to just fill that with like fuselages, you can use the structural ones, which are pretty cool. And then advanced rocketry will get us some of the better engines, a better fuel tank. We already got a better fuel tank here, so we can do some more stuff now. Especially with these solid fuel boosters. And the swivel liquid engine, it's not that great, honestly. I think it uses more than this one, doesn't it? 6 and 8. 5 and 7. Okay, never mind. This one uses less fuel, but it won't give you as much thrust. This one produces more thrust, but uses slightly more fuel. So, I don't know. I usually use the Reliant liquid fuel engine, but you can use whatever you want. Okay, that is all we need here. Let's check our contracts quickly before we end. Okay, we can do some of these at some point. Orbit Kerbin, that's not going to be too hard. I believe we have everything we need to do that right now. So we probably will do that. Oh, we could do this one too. Oh, kind of. Oh. That's going to be hard. I don't like the ones where you have to be at a certain altitude and speed. It's not great because it's hard to remember to do it. Okay. Well, we'll figure that out next episode, because it is time to end that episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's a really cool game where you get to do stuff. We've just touched the tip of the iceberg right now. Obviously, we haven't really done anything super fun yet. It's just been building pretty crappy rockets and shooting them into space. Yeah. What the heck is the flag? Oh, you can choose your flag. Oh, okay, wait. Okay, before we end, what should our flag be? Oh, what should our flag be? How about we just go stealing logos and use the NASA logo? Because we are NASA, and NASA can use logos and stuff, yeah. Okay, well anyway, Ferbsum1001 signing off. I hope you guys enjoyed. You can go download the game on Steam if you like it. It's, I don't know what it is now. I think the price might have went up since I bought it, because I bought it when it first sort of came out. Back, it was a couple of years ago. But anyway, Ferbsum1001 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed. And we'll be back with another episode where we're going to do some stuff. So, see you guys next vid.